Hi, I'm Tyler with Garden Valley Technologies, and today I'd like to talk to you about a couple issues that may arise while you're using your Garden Valley TV with your remote. Some of the common ones that I've seen over the years. First one, you might turn your TV on and it might display a message that says no signal, or you might be getting static. A lot of times what that means is that we may bump our input button. Most of these TVs have multiple inputs, which just means different machines such as your DVD player, your Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, and our Garden Valley TV. They all have a different input on your television and they're all labeled differently. So when this displays, it usually means we're just not on the right input. Our remote has an input button on the bottom left, and if I press that, it'll usually display the available inputs. And I'm just going to keep tapping it until I get to the right one. Most of the time it's called HDMI 1 or 2, something like that. I'm going to highlight the first one here, HDMI 2, and now I got back to my Garden Valley television. This is what it should look like, or if I press OK, your programming is showing. So that's one issue. Something else that might happen is if I try to use my remote, like if I hit my guide or menu or anything and nothing's popping up, a lot of times we're just on the wrong part of our remote. These are universal remotes and they can connect to multiple things, and we want it to be our set-top box. So our remote has different smaller buttons on the top. You can see TV, DVD, VCR. STB stands for set-top box, and that's the actual Garden Valley television box that communicates with your TV. So if I press that, now if I try to hit guide, there, now it's working again, and now it's responding to our Garden Valley television. One other issue that might arise is when you have your guide open, you may notice there's only 3 channels, but you know you should have hundreds of channels available on your package. A lot of times it's a favorites list, and that could also be accidentally bumped or on the wrong list. So to do that, there's 2 different ways you can. There's actually a button that's called FAV right on your remote, and that just stands for favorites. And you can click that, and you can see all these different favorites lists. In this example, I was on religious channels, and there was only 3 available. And then I use my arrows to pick which list I want to be on. I would always recommend being on subscribed channels. So I highlight subscribed channels. Now it's going to show all the different channels that I'm currently subscribed to. Another way you can do this is if you have your guide open, on the bottom right, you got different colors here. Those correspond to your colors on your remote. And it says favorites with a blue dot. You can just keep pressing that. And you can see here it's going to say showing music channels, showing entertainment channels. So you just keep pressing it until you get to the guide that you want to show. And in most cases, like I mentioned, you just want it to be on subscribed channels. And now I can go through my full guide and see all the channels that I'm currently subscribed to. So that's just a couple of the troubleshooting tips and tricks that we've learned over the years here in the Garden Valley remote that could help you with your Garden Valley television.